Jeremy, thank you for coming today, and we're really looking forward to hearing from you.
Annie, thank you very, very much indeed. We cannot go on having remote policy making where people decide somewhere in a remote location this is what works on the basis of focus group X, opinion poll Y, or what's said in the Financial Times last week, or what the Daily Mail might say next week. Can't we work from the basis that everyone who is a party member or party supporter, or indeed a member of the public, is an intelligent person with lots of life experience and lots of ideas? Let's hear those ideas, let's hear that life experience, let's take that thing forward. This part of Britain, THANET, has huge problems. It has problems of poverty, it has problems of unemployment, it has problems of underemployment, it has problems of low quality employment with a lot of people on 0 hours contracts not knowing what they're going to earn from one week to the next, or indeed often from one day to the next. And it has a housing problem brought of the lack of council housing as a whole, particularly everywhere in Britain for that matter, but it also has a huge problem of the lack of regulation of the private rented sector, where many, many families in this area and indeed in my own constituency and other parts are living in 6-month assured short-hold tenancies in wholly inadequate private rented accommodation with insufficient regulation and no control over the rent levels that are being charged. Then these people that are forced to live in these places are then blamed for the size of the welfare bill, when in reality the welfare bill is subsidising the high levels of rents in the first place. Who is actually paying the price for the banking crisis of 2008? Is it those that made a great deal of money out of the banking industry before 2008, those that put money into tax havens all over the world, or is it the poorest, most vulnerable, ordinary working people of this country that actually are paying the price for that crisis? I think we all know the answer to that question. So people say to me, well, all you're saying is fine, it's okay, it's all very good, but two things. It's totally impossible, it's totally unelectable. I just say this: if the Labour Party doesn't accept the basic principles we were founded to achieve, a decent, fair society, proper housing, proper healthcare, education access for all, fair taxation, which does tax the very richest, does get the money back from the tax havens and the tax loopholes, then what are we for? Are we so afraid of adopting political principles that ensure our children are educated and housed, our children are able to live longer than we do, our grandchildren are able to live even longer than our own children? You can't do it with a free market alone. You cannot do it by individuals alone. You do it together. You achieve things together. You do things collectively. That is how we make a better society. And that is what's so exciting about this campaign. Thank you very much.